Next up on our panel, we have Mr. Byron Hall. Byron, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Jared. How are you?
I'm doing phenomenal, my friend. Greatly appreciate your time and support here. Being a panelist for this wonderful event. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself and your role here at Extreme Networks?
Sure. I am. My name is Byron Hall. I've been at Extreme about 10 months. My title is Senior Systems Engineer, so I work as an engineer tied to sales teams, and I work in the Southeast. So my role is to work with our enterprise and state and local education customers, and make sure that our products fit their needs.
Awesome. Excellent.
Background
Excellent.
wise, I've been in the industry 24 years. I've been in different roles, and from working at a manufacturer and test engineering and software engineering and multiple things. And so my journey has brought me to where I am today.
Excellent. And it sounds like what an incredible journey it has been.
It is great.
I was blessed enough to know you at your previous job,
Yeah,
and us be colleagues, even though we were competitors.
that's right.
Um, yeah, no, that's phenomenal. So I mean, you just came here. You said 10 months, right? So almost a year now, and really, how has it been for you? How's your experience been coming on board here at Extreme this past year?
It has been fantastic. I'm going to be honest. I've been in IT a long time. Uh, so my expectations for a company is I want to do something that where I continuously learn and grow. Um, the My previous company, things kind of flatlined a little bit, and that's what attracted me to Extreme is the tech. And uh, but the pleasant surprise was it was the tech, it's the culture, it's the people, it's the mission, and we have several missions. So Extreme is has let um, uh, once understands that its employees are what makes the company, and allowing the employees to grow in their own way, and bringing in resources so that we can be a very diverse, culturally, technologically, personality wise, in a lot of different ways. So that's been very, very impressive, and uh, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I feel the same way. Here it's just at Extreme. I feel like you said that they find a way to help amplify and nurture one's strengths, right? And they truly do embrace people for who they are, and allow people to have, and their employees to have a voice and a platform to do what they do best and to really shine, right? And play off their strengths. That's one of the things that I too thoroughly enjoy about working here at Extreme, the people, the culture, and of course, our amazing technology. Um, so, you know, what's, what would you say? What's something you are personally proud of accomplishing here in your first year at Extreme?
Extreme has given me the flexibility to there's things you have to do to baseline things to do your job. But I've been given the flexibility to use my creativity and my contacts to help grow what I'm doing. Um, I I'm I feel blessed that I've stumbled on a career that I both love and can get paid for. Right? It's-
Right.
it-
That's the cheat code, isn't it? Right? If you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. I think that's it. That's how the saying goes, right? If you find a way to do and get paid for and get paid for doing something you love, you'll never work a day in your
I'm
life.
I'm somewhat I'm
So,
somewhat network nerdy in that way, and it'll be Saturday afternoon, and I say, you know what, let me try this real quick, and then I look up 2 hours later, it's like, okay, I was doing that on a Saturday afternoon, and no one asked me to do it, but but and that's from an accomplishment perspective, you know, I've been able to. I think Extreme hired me because I was a really good fit for what they needed, both technically and also, from a interpersonal. I hit it off with the people that I talked to, right? Um, but also, I think the bonus for both of us is that I was able to kind of dive into the things that I really like, and it's been beneficial for me, but also it's been beneficial for the region, our and the company as a whole.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you've been a tremendous asset, and it's been great to watch you work, and hear you speak on internal calls, and help the team with selling, especially in the competitive arena,
Absolutely.
too. So you've made some tremendous contributions here, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Well, thank
Um, and the other thing that you are part of my subcommittee
you.
for recruitment and retention on the DNI front, which I'm just so grateful for, Byron, for your contributions in that space. And speaking of diversity and inclusion, you know, um, what has your experience been coming on board to Extreme from that perspective culturally, right? From a culture and internal perspective here within the four walls of Extreme. How has it been for you? Are you seeing the culture change? Are you seeing the community? And if so, how are we doing, right? Is there anything that you would change? Anything like that, just for our audience, so that they can kind of get a glimpse into, aside from being working at an amazing company and all the great things we do, we also do have an amazing community, right? And company here as within our Extreme family.
Yeah. Full disclosure, that wasn't the from a DNI perspective. That, sad to say, it wasn't part of my expectation.
Right,
Because
right.
I've worked at several companies, and it's never been there's been window dressing. Hey, we're striving to do this, and I never see anything done. So my expectations, the bar was really low. So
Wow.
that wasn't what I was looking for. I was just looking for a great job. I knew how to work within the arena that I'm in, and at similar companies. So I felt comfortable in that space. What was immediate when I joined was the fact that, hey, we are trying to grow our numbers. And the reason is, it's companies that have more diverse employees show larger profits. There's we can go down a number of lists, and that's kind of the let's tie money to it type of thing. But in any environment where there's diversity, you have different thoughts, and you can grow, and you can have a team that can really contribute to the success of your group, your division, the company as a whole. And I saw a lot of that in a lot of different ways, and those were things I really wasn't expecting. And it's given me the freedom to kind of step up and say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this. And those things, some are technical, some are not, and they both, but they help the company, and you know they help the company both ways.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think, that's a key takeaway for our audience too, is that, here at Extreme, our initiatives for diversity and inclusion aren't just to check a box, right? They are, they come from a genuine and passionate place of truly believing, in diversity and inclusion and the value that it brings to the company from a financial perspective, but also from a cultural perspective, where everyone feels welcome, everyone feels at home. There's an avenue for everyone here, and by making people feel comfortable and having an inclusive work environment, you're going to yield better results because of that diversity, right? You can pull from different cultures, different experiences, different strengths, right? And leverage those strengths to help accelerate business, and drive your top line, right? So I absolutely agree, and it's so amazing to see the evolution of our DNI initiatives and how wonderful they are, especially all the events we had here for Black History Month, internally have just been phenomenal, and also learning about other cultures, right? Our other ERGs that we have too, and giving us that exposure, and just having everyone be able to celebrate our differences as people and then embrace our strengths as individuals, right? So, good stuff. So, no, thank you so much for that, Byron. And, I was asking the other folks, I'll ask you the same. If you had one word to describe Extreme, what would that one word be?
The funny thing is, I find myself using the word extreme a lot. I'll I'm talking to customers and I'm saying, yeah, it's extremely this and extremely that, and we and I don't do it I'm not trying to make a pun. I'm not trying to do it on purpose, but we kind of take that word. We want to do good things, right? There's no such thing as a perfect company, perfect product, perfect person, right? But we strive to continue to improve. So I don't know if that's one word, if I just want to use the word extreme, but what I think about extreme is uh, you're pushing the boundaries, you're out on the edge, right? And that's what we try to do as a company, and we try to do that in a lot of different ways. And we see that when you try to go down that road, you may not hit the goal, but you're going to advance yourself in the right direction.
Absolutely. Extreme is very extreme. And I like it. And I agree, right? We're extremely passionate about all of our initiatives, about our customers, our people, our product, and the impact that we can make within the four walls of Extreme as well as externally. And we are making an impact and making a difference through technology, which helps to motivate me every day, and fosters great gratitude, for me waking up and coming to work every day knowing that we are making that difference through technology. So thank you so much, Byron, again, for your time today. And I'm sure our audience will probably have some questions for you here at the end. But thank you, my friend.